Hello, my name is Billy Mullins. This is my post for Historical Professions. Today I'm going to talk about the silent signals and shattered thrones, informational warfare, and the fall of Tsarist Russia. The two articles that I chose for this week were Winkler, Reed, Jonathan, Information Warfare in World War One, and Matthew Rendell, the First World War Defenders of the Motherland. Both have to do with Russia and their contribution and problems in World War II. In the vast theaters of World War II, battles raged not only on the landscapes of Europe, but also in the information warfare, a warfare that had profound implications for nations and empire. At the same time, where the colossal Russian Empire and social upheaval was unsettling the foundations of Tsarist rule, elites grappled with internal divisions, mounting challenge to their dominating rule, and the consequences of losing the government was going to be dire for both the Tsarist and his immediate family and the rulers around him. The early 20th century witnessed a revolution in communications technology. Submarine telegraph cables and wireless telegraphy shrunk the world, enabling spontaneous communications. Great Britain and Germany engaged in relentless information warfare across World War One. Britain moved swiftly, severing Germany's global connection lines. Undersea cables were cut, wireless stations were raided or razed, and German messages were intercepted. This goal was clear: isolate Germany. Germany was not to be outdone on this end. They would do the same thing, trying to control the information warfare. The article makes clear that even in this early form of combat, information was key, and it would be key in Tsarist Russia as well. At the same time this global struggle is going on, Russia was fighting a different kind of battle. The humiliating defeat of the Russian-Japanese War and the revolution of 1905 had already shaken the confidence in the Tsarist regime. Yet there was little unity among them. Monarch groups sought to uphold the autocracy, where the liberal factions pushed for constitutional reforms. There were many different groups that were vying for power in Russia at this time. At the same time, the information warfare of World War One was continuing on all fronts, including what was going on in Russia. It had ripple effects on the domestic front. Russia's reliance on these communication networks that were being cut by enemies such as Germany were causing havoc with military coordination and economic stability. All these factors felt strain, and all of them helped contribute to the fall of Tsarist Russia. The information blockade exacerbated supply issues on the eastern fronts. Miscommunication led into growing dissatisfaction. As war dragged on, Russian elites grew increasingly disillusioned. Military defeats continued to mount, and the government seemed to have no ability to kind of deal with this situation that was going on. Yet Tsar Nicholas remained kind of steadfast. He really would not listen to his advisors. He was dismissing ministers, ignoring calls for change. The influence of Rasputin and Tsarina further eroded the trust. Elites who once staunchly supported monarchy began to waver, fearing that the Russians' actions were leading Russia into disaster. And again, this is where the information warfare is tying into what's going on in Russia. In February 1917, the simmering tensions boiled over, and a combination of external pressures from the information war and the internal political fragment reached a tipping point. The elites fractured and disheartened. They were unwilling to defend a regime that they believed was leading Russia to ruin, and thus turned on the Tsar, leading to the fall of the Tsar and his family, and leading to the collapse of Russia. Seeing how these two tied in together is fascinating, and something that I wanted to tie the two articles in with. Thank you. Have a great day.